Fair.
Well, Marco Rubio was in the news yesterday because we had Rick Santorum on, who couldn't list an accomplishment that he had. First of all, I want to ask you, and I'll ask you two questions since we have a slight delay here. What do you think of Marco Rubio's list of accomplishments that his campaign got out after Rick Santorum couldn't name one? And give us your list.
Well, his list of fighting for additional sanctions for Hezbollah, which was done by unanimous consent, unanimously, literally, where he didn't show up to vote. That was one of them. I think he passed a bill with Jeanne Shaheen that seemed pretty nice. That's his one bill that became law. And that's about it. Oh, the risk corridor for Obamacare that the actual sponsors of the amendment claim, correctly so, that they did it, and that was confirmed by the New York Times after they misreported it. So his record of accomplishment is slim. He was Speaker of the House, and he did a fine job there, but every speaker before him and after him but one that worked with both of us is supporting me. And the 3 statewide elected officials in Florida are supporting me. It's not because they don't like Marco. Marco's a likable person. It's that they saw me in action as a leader. And leadership is not about passing amendments and calling it success. Leadership is about making tough decisions. Look, I was governor when there was 8 hurricanes and 4 tropical storms during 16 months. No one complained about Florida then. I cut taxes 8 years in a row, totaling $19 billion. We were one of 2 states to go to AAA bond rating. We fought the public unions and eliminated career civil service protections, and the state government workforce declined by 11%, but we led the nation job growth 7 out of 8 years. The list is pretty long, and that's not necessarily, you know, a precursor to what the future looks like, but I've laid out detailed plans on what the future could look like if you had a leader that could actually fight to change the culture of Washington.
Joe's talked about you a lot, and he would never ask you that question about your list of accomplishments because you would go on forever, and that in a good way. You have a lot, but I think
it's remarkable, the long list of accomplishments. I'm
just curious because you debunked the list that the campaign put out. Jeb Bush just debunked it. Are you saying there's nothing that he's done in his years as a senator, no tough decisions, no moments when he led on an issue, that even the ones that he put out are convoluted? Did he accomplish nothing in the Senate?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, the list they put out has been debunked, not just by me, by other people. And here's the deal. Marco says, well, Barack Obama's problem isn't his lack of leadership. He's a liberal. The problem is that Barack Obama made his case that there's only the United States, not blue states and red states. He convinced people that he had the leadership skills to forge consensus to let us go forward. And he didn't have them. And the net effect is that we're languishing as a nation. Leadership matters, in this job particularly. You need a commander-in-chief that has a steady hand, that's had adversity in their life, that has setbacks, that understands how you make tough decisions. And in the world that is dangerous as it is today, I think that is important. And it's certainly important as it relates to forging consensus about fixing things for people. Look, when I do my town hall meetings out here, people are struggling. They're hurting. They need someone to be on their side, not pursuing their own blind ambition. Marco is a talented politician. He got elected when he was 26 years old. People love him, and I do too. He's a great guy, but he's not a leader.